they don't speak at a go. Naye ogira olinako kwatandisa so abagenyi abalungi ekigenda maaso ndaba wano si yomaze okutereera obulungi insha Allah era tugenda okulaba ekiddako saba tubeere bawuliriza balungi naye olw'okwagala omukolo guno okutambula nga sigwogereramu nnyo nsaba busabi omulundi guno abali ku mmere abaana twabateeseteese nga bawera abasomesa abaana bonna baleete ne ba 10 baleete siyaano omulundi gumu abagenyi baffe tubawe tambula eno wetaagayo omusomesa gayidi ali eno omuntu yenna aganidinga okumanya bwakomye n'ebirala ebitambula insha Allah. Over now to the stage. Ebibuuzo bimulina ebingi bano bagenda kubyanukula baki bano bagenda kukola ki lwaki bali awo insha Allah tuwawulirize.
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
Wa alaikum salam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
Good afternoon everybody in the house.
Good afternoon, Madam Speaker.
Let me take this opportunity to welcome the honorable members for today's debate. Before we start the debate, let us stand up and we sing the anthems. Oh Uganda, may God uphold thee. We lay our future in thy hand. United free for liberty, together we always stand. Mungu twaomba uilinde Jumuiya Afrika Mashariki, tuwezeshe kuishi kwa amani, tutimize na malengo yetu. Jumuiya yetu sote tuilinde, tuwajibike, tuimarike, tumoja wetu ni nguzo yetu, indumu jumuiya yetu. Now you can take your seats. Settle down. Honorable Nason Korayat, the speaker of today's debate. Judges have Judge Mwanga Abdallah and Judge Nasari Madina.
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
Wa alaikum salam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
Wa alaikum salam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
Secretary na Maweje Janat.
Assalamu
alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Timekeeper Semba Jahubaib.
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
Have the two competitive chambers, the government side and the opposition side. The government side we have the Prime Minister standard areas.
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
Wa alaikum assalam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
Honorable Sajja Imran.
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
Wa alaikum assalam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
Honorable Zainab Abdul Salam.
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
Wa alaikum assalam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
Honorable Rahima Babu.
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
Wa alaikum assalam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
On the opposition side, we have Leader of Opposition Lubega Hamim.
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
Wa alaikum assalam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
Honorable Chiso Abdurrahman.
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
Wa alaikum assalam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
Honorable Fahadi Musa.
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
Wa alaikum assalam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
Honorable Sajida Wanj.
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
Wa alaikum assalam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
Let me invite the secretary to read the words on the order paper.
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Thank you, Madam Speaker. Items on the order paper are: Item 1, overcrowding of customers in Masaka Market. Item 2, educating a girl child is not a waste. Item 3, mother is better than father. Thank you, Madam Speaker, for the chance.
Thank you so much. Items on the order paper, item 1 and 3 are postponed. Today let us discuss about item 2, which is educating a girl child is not a waste. Let me invite the Prime Minister from the government side.
Honorable Speaker, fellow colleagues on the government side, Leader of Opposition and the colleagues, judges, timekeeper, ladies and gentlemen in the house, Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
Wa alaikum assalam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
Honorable Speaker, it is a privilege for me to stand here to give an oversight on today's motion. Honorable Speaker, according to our motion, let me start my contribution by defining the motion. Maybe it will help the opposition to grasp the importance of educating a girl child. Educating. It is the present continuous tense of the verb educate. From the verb educate, we get the noun education. Education is the process of teaching, the process of training, teaching, mainly in schools, colleges, to improve on knowledge and develop skills. It is the first letter on the English alphabet. It is also an article. Girl is a female child. Child is a young person. Is a helping verb. Note, it is a negative word. As I mentioned earlier, it is the first letter on the English alphabet. Waste, not valued or important. Honorable Speaker, learning in our country is done through the following. The first, primary education. The second, secondary education. The third, post-secondary education. The fourth, adult education. The fifth, college and university education. Honorable Speaker, One of the major challenges facing Uganda and Africa as a continent is high rates of illiteracy. Illiteracy is the state when a person cannot read and write with understanding. So the government, the following have been put in place to reduce the rates of illiteracy. The first, introduction of universal primary education. The second, introduction of adult literacy programs. The third, introduction of ABEC mainly in Karamoja region. ABEC in full is alternative-based education for Karamoja. Putting primary education compulsory. Honorable Speaker, as the government said, we are going to put much emphasis on educating a girl child both in rural and urban settings. Thank you, Honorable Speaker, for God and my country.
Thank you so much, Honorable Sandra Arias. Having heard from Honorable Arias, let us also hear from the Leader of Opposition.
I honor you, Madam Speaker, fellow members on the opposition side, Prime Minister and their colleagues, judges, timekeeper, ladies and gentlemen in the House. Madam Speaker, it is a great opportunity to stand here and contribute negatively towards the motion. I disagree with the Prime Minister who said that the major challenge facing Uganda and Africa as a continent is high rate of illiteracy. Madam Speaker, the literacy of some gender, especially the female gender, has registered a number of challenges in our community. Of all these are social, political, and economic. Literacy is a state whereby people know how to read and write with understanding. Education of a girl child has greatly affected our culture and tradition. Educated women copy the Western culture, which has resulted into many challenges. These challenges include moral decay and other challenges which can cause social resistance. Social resistance refers to the segregation of people according to the way of life in a society. Girl child education has led to delayed family formation. This is because a girl will spend more time in a course. Delayed family formation can make someone to remain alone because of their old age. Girl child education has led to work-life imbalance. Work-life imbalance is the failure to balance the job and the family. Madam Speaker, these educated women fail to balance the job and the family, which has resulted into challenges in our community. These challenges include family separation, family conflicts, and unhealthy children. I conclude calling everyone to come and support the opposition side to win the government. Thank you, Madam Speaker.
Thank you so much, Honorable Rebecca Hamim. Having heard from Honorable Hamim, let us also hear from Honorable Saja Imran.
It's a pleasure, Honorable Speaker, to grant me this opportunity to stand before this House and air out my views about today's motion. Honorable Speaker and the entire House, there is what we call women emancipation. With this I mean giving women freedom to participate in all areas of development just like men, including education. In doing so,
maintain order in the House.
In doing so, it helps to promote gender equality. Gender equality is the provision
maintain order in the House.
Is the provision of fairness and justice in distribution benefits and responsibilities between women and men. To keep the stone unturned,
This helps women who are excluded access economic and social resources to have a chance to benefit. And all this is done through educating a girl child. Furthermore, it gives a girl child to have equal rights like a boy child. Honorable Speaker, we ought to remember that education is one of children's rights according to Children's Amendment or Act of 2016. Honorable Speaker, educating a girl child helps our communities to live safer and healthier. A girl child today is tomorrow's mother. With this I mean, when a girl child is educated, it will give chance to our families to live safer and healthier life, because they will be knowing what to do in case of any outbreak. Take an example when the world was hit by COVID-19. One of the people who spearheaded to fight against COVID-19 in Uganda was Minister of Health, Honorable Ruth Achen. She is a woman. Honorable Speaker, denying education to a girl child leads to gender discrimination. Gender discrimination is when someone treated unequally based on their gender. Honorable Speaker, in order to achieve all this, I call upon the opposition side to stand with me and we educate a girl child. Thanks so much for the chance given to me, for God and my country.
Thank you so much, Honorable Sajja Imran. Having heard from Honorable Sajja, let us also hear from Honorable Chisto Abdurrahman.
My gratitude expressed to the Right Honorable Speaker, judges, timekeeper, government side, opposition side. Right Honorable Speaker, standing in front of you is Honorable Chisto Abdurrahman, ready and only willing to oppose the motion, stating that educating a girl child is not a waste. Honorable Speaker, allow me to talk about women emancipation. Once women are given these opportunities, they end up taking them as an advantage to start underrating men in whatever they do. This is witnessed in our parliament, whereby women are occupying parliamentary positions meant for men. So, it leaves men underrated. There is a saying that gender equality can be promoted by educating a girl child, which I strongly disagreed with. The fact is, if we are talking about gender equality, then we shouldn't talk about it. In most cases, you can find a boy child and a girl child being graded differently, especially in advanced level of education, which is gender biased.
None shall allowed.
Honorable Speaker,
none shall allowed.
In this, I'm responding to the Deputy Prime Minister's remarks about right to education as one of the children's rights. I agree with that, but I strongly suggest that these people should not be given this privilege, since they do not know what to do after their education, because they come out and fight for what is not theirs. Honorable Speaker, educating a girl child is a total waste in our communities. In this, I'm responding to the Deputy Prime Minister, whereby he said that educating a girl child makes our communities safer and healthier. I would like to ask you, Honorable, some questions. Who said that our communities are unsafer and unhealthier? What makes you say so? Can you clarify to the House?
Allowed.
I would like to clarify on the issues raised by the Honorable from the opposition side. Honorable Speaker, keeping a girl child not educated makes our communities unsafe, in that, in case of any disease outbreak, it will reduce a large number of deaths among children. As said before, a girl child today is tomorrow's mother. This will keep mothers ignorant about immunization programs, leading to death of their children. Thank you, Honorable Speaker.
Madam Speaker.
None shall allowed. None shall allowed.
Lastly, Honorable Speaker and the whole House, as I conclude my speech, educating a girl child is like setting a death trap for a boy child. And having known that, I have wholeheartedly declared this motion. So, my colleagues, let us not give up, because I believe that the journey of 1,000 miles begins with one step. Thank you.
None shall allowed. Thank you so much, Honorable Chisto Abdurrahman. Having heard from Honorable Chisto, let us also hear from Honorable Zainab Abdul Salam.
Thank you, Madam Speaker, the government side, the opposition side, judges, timekeeper, ladies and gentlemen in the House. I'm so grateful, Honorable Speaker, for the opportunity given to me to add on our views why educating a girl child is not a waste. To begin with, keeping a girl child in school keeps her out of most things that would lead her in danger. If a girl child is left at home, face many problems such as early pregnancies, early marriages that affect him physically, socially, and emotionally.
I would like to inform Honorable Zainab that children get time to speak to their aunts. So if you are saying that they face problems such as family such as early pregnancy, it's a total lie.
Point of defense.
None shall allowed.
Our school has a security for a girl child against abuse, but when she is left at home, many wrong people will take advantage of her. Furthermore, if a girl child is not educated, it leads to high rate of unemployment in a country. We should all remember that high rate of unemployment in a country leads to underdevelopment in a country. As the government, many programs have been introduced to skill the girl child in order to acquire skills and create jobs for themselves. A very good example of such program is the Presidential Initiative on Skilling a Girl Child. Here, a girl child is taught skills like baking. Who doesn't like cakes? Tailoring.
None shall allowed.
Here are not tailoring. Look at the way you are smartly dressed. Hairdressing. Here are not comments. Ladies, you know what I mean. Madam,
I would like to ask Zainab, what is tailoring?
I would like to defend myself by saying that tailoring is the making of clothes. Madam Speaker, to keep the river flowing, women have become great people in our communities and country at large. To give live example of such, the First Lady, Honorable Janet Kataham Seven, Minister of Education and Sports, Major Jessica Alupo, Vice President of Uganda, Mama Nabanja, Prime Minister of Uganda, Right Honorable Annette Anita Nalong among the Speaker of the Parliament, how worship the City Mayoress, Florence Namayanja. What can I say? Oh, that is just educating a girl child. To keep the wheel turning, educating a girl child boosts the country's economy in that this will increase on the country's revenue as women will be engaged in sectors like businesses. Honorable Speaker,
I still have a lot to say about educating a girl child, but because of time factor, I beg to stop here, inviting the opposition side to join us and empower girl child education. Thank you so much, Honorable Speaker.
Thank you so much, Honorable Zainab Abdul Salam. Having heard from Honorable Zainab, let us also hear from Honorable Fahadi Musa.
I honor you, Madam Speaker, fellow members on the opposition side, Prime Minister and the colleagues, timekeeper, ladies and gentlemen in the House. Madam Speaker, I see a great opportunity to stand in front of you to say something towards the motion. I oppose the motion because of the following views. Disrespect among educated women. Disrespect is the opposite of respect. Due to gender equality brought by education, educated women think that they are equal to their husbands and therefore they disrespect them. The disrespect causes challenges in a family such as conflicts and family separation. Educated women are not good mothers. Madam Speaker, educated women are ever at work leaving their children at home with the people they do not know very well. Honorable Speaker.
Allowed.
Thank you, Honorable Speaker. Thank you, Honorable Speaker. I would like to inform Honorable Fahad. How can you live with a person you don't know well? That means to live with that person, you have learned his or her behavior. Thank you. I would defend myself by informing Honorable Prime Minister. The person you can only trust is yourself. On top of that, educated women do not get enough time to suckle their babies. Babies take milk from animals, which in return makes them to behave as animals. School dropout.
Not allowed.
Education of a girl child is a waste such that some girls taken at school at the end drop out from school.
Allowed.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. I would like to inform the pre-current speaker that milk we are talking about got from cows, it contains proteins. And it is good to a baby.
I would defend myself by informing Honorable Zainab that the baby is required to take breast milk, not milk from animals.
Not allowed.
They drop out from...
Not allowed.
Education.
Not allowed.
They drop out from school, hence wastage of the entire course fees. Moral decay. Education of a girl child has interfered with our culture and hence moral decay. Moral decay causes social resistance in the society. I conclude by calling upon everyone to join hands in eradicating and fighting the challenges brought by the girl child education. Thank you, Madam Speaker.
Thank you so much, Honorable Fahadi Musa. Having heard from Honorable Fahadi, let us also hear from Honorable Rahima Babu.
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Thank you so much, Honorable Speaker, for the chance given to me. I recognize the judges, timekeeper, secretary, the opposition side, ladies and gentlemen. Honorable Speaker, I am standing here to give a summary of what has inspired from the government side according to today's debate. Honorable Speaker, in support for educating a girl child, we talked about stages the learning process is done in our country. Next, we also talked about the because of illiteracy in Uganda and Africa as a continent. We further talked about ways the government has put in place to fight unemployment among girl child. Honorable Speaker, we also talked about educating a girl child that acts as her security from danger. Educating a girl child leads to exposure to the modern world. Educating a girl child promotes gender equality. Education is a basic right for a girl child. Educating a girl child discourages gender indiscrimination. Educating a girl child promotes woman emancipation. Honorable Speaker, considering all the above, it is my humble request to call upon the opposition side to carry their affairs and come and join us at the government side in order to enforce girl child education. For God and my country. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
Thank you so much, Honorable Rahima Babu. Having heard from Honorable Rahima Babu, let us also hear from Honorable Sajida Wanji.
I honor Madam Speaker, Secretary, the judges, timekeeper, members on the proposition side, ladies and gentlemen. Madam Speaker, I am standing before you to give a summary of what my side has discussed towards today's debate. First and foremost, we talked about social resistance from traditionalists who think they are equal to their husbands. Secondly, Madam Speaker, we also talked about moral cases women copy Western culture. Next, Honorable Speaker, we also cited work-life imbalance where women fail to balance their job and family. Furthermore, we talked about educated women not being good mothers since they neglect their children by leaving them at home with people they do not know well. Honorable Speaker, we also talked about delayed family formation since the girl child takes a lot of time in school. Honorable Speaker, with all these observations, Honorable Speaker, with all these observations, allow me call upon the proposers to carry their fights and join the opposition. Thank you so much for the opportunity given.
Maintain order in the room. Thank you, honorable members. Let me invite the judges on each side. Let us start with Judge Munge Abdallah.
Thanks so much, Honorable Speaker, for the opportunity. I have awarded marks according to the following observations. First, smartness. Second, confidence. Third, fluence. Fourth, knowledge. Fifth, time management. Honorable Speaker, I have that as follows.
Honorable Rebecca Abdul Hamid. Smartness 4, confidence 3, fluence 3, knowledge 2, time 2, total marks 14. Honorable Tizito Abdurrahman. Smartness 4, confidence 3, fluence 2, knowledge 2, time management 2, total marks 13. Honorable Fahad. Smartness 3, confidence 2, fluence 3, knowledge 3, time management 2, total marks 14. Honorable Sajid Dawand. Smartness 3, confidence 2, fluence 2, knowledge 3, time management 3, total marks 13. Their total is 54. Thanks so much, Honorable Speaker.
Thank you so much, Judge Mwanga Abdallah. Let us also hear from Judge Nasser Madina.
Thank you, Honorable Speaker, for the opportunity given to me. Like my first colleague, I have also awarded marks according to the following observations. First, smartness. Second, fluence. Third, knowledge. Fourth, confidence. Fifth, time management. Honorable Chitanda Areas. Smartness 4, fluence 3, knowledge 4, confidence 4,